got you. Alright, so welcome to the group. Welcome back if you're returning. We're gonna play old school D&D, of course, and we'll have a new player. It's Marinette. We'll teach you how to play, um, get you ready to play, and teach you about what the game is about, of course. So, to get started, I'll send you guys an invitation to the tabletop simulator we'll be using.
I was just about to say, I forgot about the tabletop.
Alright, I'll post it in the chat. Just hop in there and make sure to use the name you have on here so I can approve you to enter the game room or the simulator.
Wait, do you pay for Owlbear?
Nope.
You do the free? Okay. I need to go get my shoulder. Oh, before I get back.
Alright. So now that everyone's basically there, Zaza, were you able to join it?
Yeah, sorry. I'm doing it right now. I just gotta plug in my phone. It's going low.
Alright, good.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm
so
trying to figure out where the link is because I cannot find it right now.
I posted it in the chat. It's in the voice chat.
Oh, I can't go in it.
I will send it to your DMs.
Okay. Thank you, Ethan.
There you go.
Thank you. I shall join my party in the rich court. Trust Owlbear link? Yes. You kidding me? I need to make another. I need to make another user.
That's weird. I'm not making you think that.
Hmm.
Let's do the same name.
Maybe it's just because I'm on a different computer.
Yeah, that's
Probably,
because of that.
probably is. Yeah.
Alright, so to get started, let me introduce the game to Marinette. We're gonna play old school Dungeons and Dragons. This is a tabletop role playing game, and it's about adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory in the medieval world of Dungeons and Dragons. Basically, we're here to tell stories by playing this game. Now, to play it's very simple. The Dungeon Master will describe to you a situation that you and your fellow players are in. From there, you all make a decision on what you want to do based on the situation. And the goal is, of course, to get gold and glory. And then we determine the results by rolling the dice. The dice will help us interpret whether or not you're successful at what you're trying to accomplish. That's it. So, very simple process. You basically just choose what you want to do, and I tell you what's going on. Alright. Any questions on what Dungeons and Dragons is about or how to play it?
No D&D, mm, just not the old rules.
Alright, no worries. Yeah, we'll teach you the rules as we play. So it's kind of
Yeah.
on the go playing and teaching. Yeah, just together. Alright. Well, I just noticed that another player joined our chat. Pluto,
I was just gonna say Pluto.
are you interested in joining us for a game of Dungeons and Dragons, or are you just spectating? You can let me know in the chat. If you're here to play, I can get you a role, and it will let you speak in here. But if not, no worries. Alright. So the next step is to create your characters, get you ready to play the game. Once you're ready to play the game, we can start playing. So to get ready, you'll need to create a character, of course. This includes rolling their scores, picking out their equipment, and choosing a name. Pretty easy. So we'll start with Ethan. Let's see.
Yep.
Alright. Did your last character NESTAR survive?
Yes, he did. He was able to get back.
Nice. Okay, so you can continue the game as NESTAR and roll a new character. So
Yep. I will do that then.
alright, go ahead and start rolling.
Yep. First roll, 14 strength, 10 in intelligence, 12 wisdom, 5 dex, 11 constitution, and 10 charisma.
Very well. Alright. Next is to choose your
Wow.
character's class. Yes.
It's looking like fighter. Also, do you not have your stream up?
Oh. Just a moment. Alright, there we
I'm
go.
gonna look at the stream as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fighter. 14 strength. Let me roll the hit points.
Mute my computer so that way sound doesn't go through.
Yeah, Kudo left. Damn.
Yeah, no worries. Wasn't counting on it.
Yeah. Oh, he said he wanted to play in the chat. I mean, instead of total, we teach you. But anyways, I rolled it an 8 for hit points.
Alright, sounds good. Go ahead and roll a 3d6 for money.
Said, please don't be poor. He's not poor. Let's go!
How much did you get?
13. Probably is 8 poor.
Hey guys, he's not poor.
My last fighter who had a max health was poor as shit. So.
Alright. And now for your gear. What kind of gear are you thinking about?
So, Gambleson. What do you help?
Well, I'm gonna go to the house room because that has the.
Yeah. So, Gambleson.
Alright.
How much was a spear again? Yeah. I will get a spear. 3. 5 coppers left.
What the hell? I don't see.
Get him a knapsack. And pouch with slings and stones.
That's weird. I don't see the.
Is there another Mary trying to join in?
I signed it with my Google account. It's asking me to join again.
Okay, let me kick this one then.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 coppers left. What is a good melee weapon I can get? Coppers. Nothing looks like a normal I can get. That's good. So let's get a dagger. Last three.
Alright. You won't have a means to carry it except by hand. Is that fine? Or do you want to buy a knife instead?
Can I was supposed to say, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Brother hinder me. Can I not just not tuck in the belt? Tuck it in the belt.
It is a bladed weapon, an edged weapon, so you technically it would be very risky to wear it on your belt. It would cut into you.
I don't need a knapsack, do I? I'm not holding anything that needs a knapsack. So.
Do you want to trade the knapsack for a pouch or a sheath instead?
Yeah, for a sheath. That makes a little bit more. Since I'm not actually holding anything that requires a knapsack.
Right. Yeah, dagger is very good for close combat and grappling.
Mm-hmm. Which wolves do get in close. If you can't hit them with the spear first, you hold the dagger and start killing them.
Alright. Let's see. Final step is choosing a name for this character.
Do my typical old school name. So, on the first chart and a 42. So
42. Sorry, what did you roll?
So it's on the first table.
42.
42.
Okay, EK. Very well.
Roll it one more time.
Yep.
On the first table again in 99.
Alright, your name is EKLEM.
EKLEM. Oh yeah.
Your new one.
Yeah, actually, an armored fighter finally.
Alright. Let's see. Next is to get NESTAR ready as well.
Oh yeah, NESTAR.
So you're playing as NESTAR and you're hiring
Yep.
EKLEM. Alright, so as NESTAR, you've got 2 coppers on you. Living expenses will cost you 1 copper. So you're down to 1.
Left for become for our deal. So.
Alright. Was there anything you wanted to purchase?
I don't think I can.
Very
I
well.
don't need anything at least.
Okay. Alright, Mary, you're next. Thank you for your patience. So, to start rolling up your character,
Where are we rolling?
yeah, you're gonna use the dice tray. So open up the dice tray. And you're gonna start rolling 3 6-sided dice by selecting the 6-sider 3 times. Clicking roll. And
Can
that
you
will
show me how
determine.
to open the dice tray?
Yes, so if you're on the main screen, there's in the top left corner a number of options to select from here when it comes to different gadgets you can use. You're going to choose the one that says dice and it looks like a die, like a polyhedral die or a d20. Click on that, it's going to open up the dice tray. Once you've got the dice tray open, you're going to see a list of various dice you can choose from. Go ahead and select the 6-sided one. You're going to select it 3 times total. Every ability score you roll is going to be 3 6-siders, 3d6. Perfect. So your first score is an 8, and that goes into your strength. Go ahead and roll again. The next one's going to be for your intelligence. 12. Good. Roll again for wisdom. 11. And dexterity, 9. Go ahead and roll for constitution. 13. Okay, and charisma is last. Go ahead. 13. Nice. Alright, so next you're going to pick a class. So there are 7 classes to choose from in old school Dungeons and Dragons, 4 of which are human classes, 3 of which are demi-human classes. The 4 human classes include cleric, fighter, magic user, and thief. And the 3 demi-human classes include dwarf, elf, and halfling. Alright, so between those 7 classes, you get to choose one to play as.
What would be good for my stats?
Based on your scores, you're very intelligent and wise. I'm gonna recommend magic user or cleric to you.
I will go with cleric.
Alright, sounds good. So as a first level cleric, you're gonna have 1d6 hit points, so go ahead and roll 1d6.
Um,
9? Okay. Oh.
1d6, right?
So 5 for hit points, and we'll say that 9 went toward your money. So you've got 9 coppers, and the first thing you'll need in order to use your powers is a holy symbol, which will cost you 3 coppers. So you're down to 6.
Okay.
And you've got yourself a symbol now. Next, you're gonna need perhaps any armor, equipment, weapons, and supplies you can afford. You only have 6 coppers left though. I'm gonna recommend you get a weapon first, but if you think you want supplies and equipment or armor instead, that's fine. Do you have any idea of what kind of gear you want? So you've already got a helmet on, and a set of clothes, and a holy symbol. And if you don't know what's available to you, to give you an idea, you can look into the list of items channel or the combat rules channel to get an idea of what's available. Okay. And I can also maybe show you, I think I have some visual aids. Let's see, attachments, notes. Yeah, so here's some like typical adventuring gear, I suppose. Weapons, equipment, supplies, ammunition. Let's see.
I don't think I was used for a melee weapon, right?
I would advise against melee weapons, but if you want one, that's fine. I would suggest you get a missile weapon instead. It's like a ranged weapon. It will increase your survivability maybe tenfold to have a missile weapon over a melee weapon. Unless you're going into a close quarters area where missiles can't be very effective, then maybe go for melee. But even then, missiles usually always have some kind of use in every situation.
I will get a short bow then.
Sounds good. So short bow, quiver, and arrows cost 4 coppers total, which leaves you with 2 coppers. Is there anything else you want to start with? Any supplies or equipment, bags or items?
What is a laminar?
Lamellar is armor.
Oh, so that is 2 GP. Okay.
Oh yeah, that will be kind of expensive still for a while. You have 2 coppers. So some other things I will recommend you is supplies. You might want a bag of sorts to carry additional loot or gear with you. The cheapest one is a knapsack. It is a sack basically with a drawstring. This allows you to wear the sack. You can fill it up with anything you want, really, that fits in the sack. Whether it be torches or...
I will get the sack.
You want a sack? a knapsack?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got one copper left. Uh, any other ideas on what you want to purchase before we start?
Is there some kind of health potion?
There are, but you can't afford them currently. What you can afford are other medical supplies that are a lot cheaper, such as bandages, tourniquets, medicine. Um, let's see what else.
What would medicine do?
Medicine, it will help wounds heal faster, basically. Uh, there's different kinds of medical supplies. Let's see.
I will get a bandage.
Bandages will stop bleeding and keep wounds from becoming infected
Yeah.
after being cleaned. Let's see. So,
Okay.
alright. So, yeah, you want a set of bandages. 3 bandages is 1 copper, so you're down to
Yes.
0.
Yeah.
Alright. The final step to choosing your, or to creating your character is to choose your character's name. So if you don't know what name you want, we can roll it for you. This is the old school
I
name
will
generator.
I will do just Mary.
Sorry, how do you spell it?
I will do Mary. M-A-R-I.
M-A-R-I?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just like in Marigold.
very well. Alright. And then Saza, your turn. Do you want to continue as Frodo, or do you want to play a new character?
Oh, Frodo
Frodo
died.
was killed. Okay. So you'll create a new character. Go ahead and start rolling your ability scores.
Okay, so it's D20s, right? It's 1D, or no. Sorry, I forgot.
3d6.
3D6s, right?
Yes.
Okay. 11. 9. 8. 11. 9. 11.
Alright. And what class are you thinking about?
Magic user.
Okay. And go ahead and roll 1d4 for hit points then.
Okay. Yikes. Not much. 2. How many
2.
points is that?
You rolled a 2. Alright, so go ahead and roll 3d6 for money.
$11.
Alright. So I was going to mention this after we started because it's only relevant to the players who have been playing for a while. For those who are new, it doesn't really matter because you never played before anyway. But there were some changes announced a couple days ago about the house rules we'll be
The
using.
player can now cast spells on level 1.
Yes. So that's relevant to, of course, Mary, which won't really matter because Mary has no reference anyway, so on past rules or anything like that. So whatever we say here is the actual rules we're using as far as Mary will learn. So yeah, as level 1 clerics, important to maybe old players that are playing clerics, Mary will soon come to learn that she's going to be memorizing a spell at level 1 from the cleric spell list, because clerics don't need spell books, of course, to memorize their spells. They pray for their spells. For magic users, however, you also have some changes to the rules. We'll have changed it for magic users and elves slightly. Actually, because magic users are focused on magic proprietary or solely, we've made a new house rule change. and that is that magic users will be casting twice as many spells. So whatever it says for what are spells per level, you're just gonna multiply it by 2. So
Okay.
they'll cast twice as many spells as an elf could, because an elf is good at fighting, has many other skills, and can cast spells, right? The trade-off, of course, for magic users, what makes them separate from elves, there's not terribly much, of course, naturally. So I decided to implement house rules that are actually going to play any effect, because most of the differences you'll never see unless you go to high levels, right? The main difference from magic user and basic rules is that they're actually inferior to elves until they're a higher level, like past level 9, because elves have a level cap, right? They only get to like level 10 or something. So, but we'll never see that ever here, right? So what's the point of having magic users be weaker than elves until that point when we're never going to be there, right? So we've made those changes recently that magic users will focus mainly on spells and will actually be better at spells than elves. I hope that makes sense to the two of you who've been playing here for a while. If you don't like the rules, of course, if it's really bad, we can revert back to the old ways.
I think it's really good, personally.
And same with clerics.
Spams is sweet.
Yeah. So, we mostly focus on low level play. So there's no point, in waiting that long, or just making magic users suck until they get to that level, because we're not going to even get to that level anyway. We don't focus on high level play, right? So yeah, we made those changes. Also, fighters, right? Same thing. They never get 2 attacks until level 14. We're never going to get to level 14. That was never the intent. We always focus on low level play, right? We don't just jump to high levels or anything like that. So, you know how this group is. You have to earn your place, and realistically, you'll never get there, right? What's up?
May I ask one question about that for the fighter? So, do they lose their fighting skills? So, do they just do?
They don't have the double damage plus 4 to hit anymore. It's just double damage or 2 attacks now.
Okay.
So
that is really.
Yep. Any old house rules you knew of the fighter that we used to have, gone. It's just the ones that are currently in place, which are mostly the same, right? Just slight differences. So all house rules are in that announcement I posted the other day. But mainly another thing about magic users that's also going to be somewhat detrimental is magic users will no longer be starting with spells for free. Just like fighters don't start with armor for free, they have to earn it, right? They have to save money to buy the best armor because that's like their main thing. Magic users will not be starting with spells for free anymore, right? Which means that you might take on magic user, and if you don't have enough money, you might not even be able to do your job properly. Like a fighter, right? He can't do his job properly sometimes because he just didn't roll enough money for weapons and armor, right? Now, of course, there are affordable spells available. A spell book costs 3 coppers, and a random first level spell is only 5 coppers, right? A random dungeon master chosen spell is 5 coppers. Now, if you want the default set of spells, right, which is either 2 random, 2 dungeon master, or 1 of your choice, that will be 10 coppers. So a magic user who rolls lucky, right, and gets like maybe 13 coppers, can start how they've been starting with a whole spell book and spells. But naturally, spells are supposed to be expensive, rare, and powerful and such, and you're gonna have to earn it. Either by being lucky at the start and buying one, or by, of course, working hard and making some money and then buying one. So if you're a magic user and you don't have enough money, you're going to focus on doing other tasks to get that money and then eventually buy your spell books, right? Same thing with the fighter. If you don't roll enough money, you're going to buy whatever else you can get so you can like go out there, get some more money, and then buy the proper gear you need to do your job, right? Alright, so our magic user here fortunately did roll decently for money. So with a spellbook purchase brings you down to 8 coppers. You still have enough for either a single random spell or a single dungeon master chosen spell. Would you like to buy a spellbook, or do you want to pass on that? It costs 3 coppers for a spellbook and 5 coppers for a cheaper spell.
Okay, so spellbook helps me cast. Wait, sorry, I keep forgetting this. So what does a spellbook exactly do? Like,
So
allows me to memorize more?
All a
spells?
spellbook does is contains the spells that you actually can memorize. That's all it does. It carries the spells that you can memorize. It has pages. That's pretty much all a spellbook does. It allows you to contain spells and re-memorize spells. So when you cast a spell, you forget it. And you have to memorize it again. All right. So.
Oh, okay. So I can choose to memorize one spell.
Just a moment. Sorry. Getting a work text.
So what I think you personally should do, depending on how DM says this, I think you should get the spell book because you need a spell book,
Mm-hmm.
and then and do a DM random spell. I think that
Random
think
roll
that-
spell or DM like he DM.
doesn't
told
matter.
it.
Spell. Yeah, one of them. I think it makes your likely chance to get sleep better. But I wonder. Yeah. So that's what I
Yeah,
personally.
I'll do it. I'll do that.
Yeah, maybe ask a little more questions about it.
Okay. Wait, so do I have an option to choose between one and another, or does he just give me one and I don't have a choice?
I'm pretty sure you just give you one and you don't have a choice. I think that's what happens.
Okay, so he can't give me two options to choose from.
Yeah, I don't think you can. No, it's just. I'm pretty sure it's either sleep or read magic. I think this is my guess. I don't know how he's doing it personally.
Yeah.
Might make it
All right,
slightly
sorry
harder
about
to play
that.
next week.
So, where did we leave off? We were discussing the purchase of spellbooks, right?
Magic.
Okay. All right. So, Marinette, or sorry, Salsa,
Yeah.
right? You do want a spellbook though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for your spell, do you want to purchase the singular random spell or the singular dungeon master chosen spell?
Dungeon Master chosen.
Very well. So you will have a spell book with the spell sleep in it, which is a very powerful combat spell.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. Alright. So that's 8 coppers total. You're down to 3. With your last 3 coppers, is there anything else you want to purchase for this magic user?
Sorry, I was just eating piece of my dinner.
You're good.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
So is there anything else you want to purchase? You've got 3 coppers left.
Okay, 3 copper left. I think I will buy. Can I get a knapsack?
Yeah, of course. Anything else?
Okay. How much does that cost?
1 copper.
Okay.
You've got 2 left.
2 left. Then can I buy? Oh, dang it. I'll just buy a knife.
Alright. You don't have a sheath to carry it, is that fine? You can stuff in your knapsack, but it won't
Sorry,
be
I
very
got
safe.
disconnected.
Actually, wait, sorry, can I change it? I just realized something.
Yes. What is that?
Change it to a sling.
Okay. Yeah, sling and pouch for stones. Very good choice.
Um,
Alright, last thing you gotta choose is a name.
Um. I think I'll do Jovem.
How do you spell this?
Joven.
Joven? Joven?
Um.
M.
Jovem.
Joven. Sure. Alright, gentlemen. It's been maybe 30 minutes or so of character preparation. I think we're ready to play. So come back in 5 minutes and we'll start playing. That was your game prep time. See you in 5.
So here's the plan. We got wolves on our ass. They're invading our camp. We're going to be retaliating against them. Well, not retaliating. They are going to fight. But we're on defense right now. There's 14 wolves. We have 8 men, but we also have an extra 4, so that is 12, I think. So our odds are a lot better now. They're likely going to be attacking at night. I got a feeling about that.
what spells can you cast?
Repeat what you said?
What spells can I cast?
Sorry, I'm
Hello?
having a hard time understanding you.
Is my one multiple?
That's what she said.
What did you say?
What spells can I cast? That's what she said.
I think you have to ask the Dungeon Master because I don't think.
Yeah, sorry. When it comes to your spells, you're gonna memorize from the cleric spell list, which I'll show you real quick. Just a moment. So you get to memorize just one. This is a house rule. Typically, clerics can't memorize spells until level 2. But we've changed that recently. Alright, so here are your options for spells. You're gonna pick between one of these 8 spells to memorize.
I will take the Cure Light Wounds.
Very well.
Healing.
Hell yeah.
I think we might have a chance. I believe in it, okay.
This is a pretty good party on that. Everyone had at least average health or above. We have
And
decent
we got some
equipment.
pretty good spells, decent equipment. We got a healer.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We all get a helmet. What are the special roles? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
What are the special roles?
Special roles, you're saying?
Yeah, the hero, legend.
Yeah, special roles is like, I think you're talking about rerolls, right? And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, special roles is like you can. Dungeon Master has a subscription thing you can purchase, and you can get rerolls, choice rolls, fighter rolls for hero, legend, and whatnot.
Yes, if you want to
For
support
example,
the game. you can purchase a special role.
For example, I get if you play this full game, Manta, since I did invite you to this game a while ago, I will get another reroll.
Yes, true. 2 rerolls will cancel out his 3 rolls, and he will get the next roll above that, which will become a choice roll. Yes. Choice roll is worth
Then
2
I just need-
rerolls.
Oh, Marionette just flipped. Oh, there's. He's scared to be there for a moment. Like, oh no.
Okay. So, what's the plan?
So, it's going to be wolves. We're going to be fighting. We're going to be on the defense. So that's the plan. And I also will say, Marionette, I will have a hard time understanding you due to your voice. I'm a hard of hearing person, so your accent will be hard for me to understand.
Okay. I think the mic is clear though.
Doesn't necessarily help. It's just with accent, I can't do very well with accents with my hard hearing. So
Okay.
Mari.
Timer just start? Or am I tweaking?
It was a 5-minute timer. There's a minute left.
Oh, for me it's just counting down right now. It's at 4:28 now.
Alright, must be on your side. Maybe, yeah, it's just lagging or something.
Yeah, that sometimes happens when you
I
switch
wish-
tabs. Best to just refresh.
Okay, I refreshed. Why'd you kick me out? That'd be crazy.
Hello.
Yes, this is 15 seconds. I rolled 10, but
Yeah, that
I
means
will
you're kind
just
of
shoot down anything.
fine now.
Hello.
Hello.
I will just shoot down anything I see.
Alright, gentlemen. The timer for the break is over. So, it is time to start playing. We last
I'm
left
excited
off
for this.
with our group out here on the northern coast of a new front to the south. And unfortunately, it has been also quite difficult to get any good holding anywhere in these dangerous times and lands. Survival is very limited out here due to a large population of wolves in the area that have become a lot bolder, more aggressive as we have pushed into their territories, right? And they've become very hostile against us, refusing to allow us any kind of real means of survival. Without an inland push, our survival is very limited. On the coast here, the men are surviving off of fish, but this is not enough to sustain a large group, and many men have either fled or died at this point, gone missing. 8 men remain, along with any other adventurers. If any adventurers are not present, they either left, went missing, or currently just not present for whatever reason, right? But they're not at base camp today. Base camp is only defended by 8 NPCs and 4 PCs today, or player characters. Technically 3 and 1 extra NPC because 1 is a retainer. So maybe the post today, or ALF'S base camp, is manned by a total of 12. And in the area, it has been reported that there is at least a pack of a dozen wolves or more beyond the camp's perimeter. They grow a lot more aggressive and are ready to prey upon our group, whether for whatever reason. They have become very aggressive, right? We have attacked them multiple times. We have trespassed through their territories, and now they are near our base. Now the base commander here, Captain ALF, he is of course trying to figure out whether or not we should abandon the base and move on to other places. But survival and the chances of success moving on to another place is also quite limited, right? Even if we did leave, it would be a very costly move, because we're limited on supplies and everything else, right? To leave this base would guarantee the deaths of multiple members of this group. So
we either die here or die somewhere else.
Exactly.
On the sea.
He's hoping that a group might push out and attack the wolves again, or we'll just have to hold out and let the wolves have their way with the woods, right? Let them keep the woods. But the wolves, they can wait us out. They hold the territories southeast and, all around us. They hold those territories, the forest, right? So we can't survive here much longer. Every man, realizing fish is becoming more limited by the day, is starting to grow hungrier and hungrier, right? Cannot sustain our crew off of fish forever. Unfortunately, it's the winter months too. So, alright. For today's expedition, Captain ALF is thinking that maybe we can continue to hold the position. Maybe a group can lure the wolves to the base where we can carefully shoot them down. Or a group might go out and try to hunt some of the wolves, right? That's his current idea or plan. Otherwise, his last and final plan is to prepare a withdrawal from these lands, right? Pack the boats and head on out looking for a new base or new area to establish a base at, right? In camp.
It might.
So
I have a feeling it might be better just to.
He would like your opinion, right? You're the captain of the adventuring parties, Captain NESTAR, most experienced, and at the moment the most experienced one here, right?
Yeah. Survived an adventure.
Yeah, no actual experience, but you have survived an expedition by fleeing, leaving your party to die to a pack of wolves out there. So you've seen the wolves, you've lost men to the wolves. So what's your opinion on the situation?
So, before our party, there was 5 men who went out there, never came back. I led 5 men out there. Most of them didn't come back. I'm pretty sure I'm the one. And we only have 4 left. I think the best chance of survival we have is probably just to leave and let the wolves claim this area.
I'm gonna also count that every time we get new recruits, it counts as some of the men leaving the reserves and joining the active crew. And then when we I guess when we lose players, it goes into the reserves as well. So let's see. I'll say like every time we end a game, I'll put men back into reserves. So technically, when you went back into the game yesterday, we went up to 9, or not yesterday, but the other day. And then today, since we have 4 men in the crew, put at 5. So 5 NPCs, 4 PCs. Yeah. So there's 5 men left. That includes ALF. So there's a total of 9 guys left at the base.
Yeah, it's probably best to just get out of here. But we're not going to be able to.
All right.
Defend this place.
So today, the expedition will be a withdrawal or a hunt for a new land to encamp. Alright, so let's say you've shared your opinion and thoughts on the situation, and although your new recruits or your new members of the team, technically, you still have a say in what you still can have a say in what you think the crew should do. So, Mary and Jovem, do you have any input on what this campaign or where this campaign should go? Should we keep it here or should we move on? Or something else?
Ethan?
No, he's already shared his opinions. It's Mary and
Yeah,
Jordan.
sure.
My fault. I did not hear him completely.
Yeah. Oh, what I said, I think we should just leave. We can't defend this place with 9 men against 14 wolves.
Yeah, no, against 14 wolves, we can't really do anything. I mean, even though with my sleep and cleric's wound healing, I don't think we'd be able to take all of them out.
Very well.
I feel like we should. Yeah, I feel like we should not head back, but kind of push ourselves closer to the north.
Alright. So today, what he needs from your crew is quite simple, really. We're gonna say that you shared your opinion and thoughts the other night. So overnight, he had the crew pack up the camp and prepare for an expedition along the coast, right? Looking and searching for a new base. So the
But
entire
where's the coast?
north of the
We're on
line
the
here.
coast.
This is all the
Yeah,
sea.
we're on the
Oh,
coast.
that is the coastline.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the coastline. Oops. I don't know. Here's some water. Okay, so all of this out here is supposed to be the inland sea. Okay. Doesn't work.
No, Mari said, what are the stats of the wolves?
The wolves. They are
The
considered
two-hit
to
die
be,
creatures.
yeah,
Fighters.
or 2 fighting men typically, and I mean, if we have the proper weapons, we should be able to take them on with ease. But in a close combat, most men would succumb to a wolf.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
so far, for every other expedition that have succumbed to the wolves, so.
Yeah, it's been quite difficult. Alright, so let's begin our expedition into the open waters here. So, Al's base camp, what they have in terms of water travel, is not terribly much. All he has is basic rafts for the sea, right? They're just wooden rafts with some sails, right, made from tarps and such, and maybe some paddles. Very limited, very poor, very basic means of water expedition, right? Every raft can hold up to maybe 2 men and a half. Typically it's 2 men in their gear. And we'll have enough rafts for the entire crew. So we'll say about a dozen rafts are available, naturally. There's only a total of 9 men, but there's 12 different rafts, so some will be left behind. Possibly some will actually be combined to carry any additional luggage that the team has. So that's so we'll be able to take all 12 actually. We won't leave anything behind. So some of these rafts will be, of course, larger rafts carrying larger cargo, right? Such as food and supplies, equipment, armor and weapons and such. Right. All right. Now that everything is packed and Alf's has heard from his men that we should move on to a new land to, of course, set hold in. He would like to hear out whether the group thinks we should move down the coast or up the coast. Now, up the coast is a lot more dangerous. Further south is more unknown territories. We know that up the coast also there are other people living out there, the slavers coast.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Might be best.
Down the coast?
Might be best to go south because we don't want to deal with those slavers. To be honest with you, they have guns.
Very well. All right. So you've told your ideas to the captain. His men agree. Your men agree. Mary and Jovem, what do you think? Any input? Or does it not matter to you?
I'm not going to hear the slavers.
Very well. Mary, what do you think about the situation?
Oh, I don't think she can talk.
Are you there, Mary? No, your voice is not working.
She might just be restarting her computer. She's on a computer or her phone.
Yeah.
If she's on the phone.
The probably stuff. She's gonna join so late.
Today's
So how was your
expedition.
day, Dungeon Master?
Pretty good. I'm actually supposed to be working right now, but I've got duty, and my duty sergeant relieved me. He said I'm free to go until 4 p.m. So I'm basically on my off period, my rest period. But
No.
yeah, so I'm just using it to play D&D, I guess, instead of resting.
Yeah. Thank you, Dungeon Master.
It's all good.
So,
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
gonna play
have
all
to,
weekend.
like,
No, it's not that I have
this is your
to.
way of resting.
I-
I mean, this is your way of resting.
I wanted to, because we didn't play all weekend, so I
Hello.
didn't mind.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, let's go south.
South, very well. I appreciate y'all showing up for it too. So it's been difficult trying to get a group
Yeah.
together recently, especially
That
after
was
kind of
best.
yeah, still not ready to start recruiting it again. So, but at some point I'll get back into it. I'm just kind of retired from recruiting, so okay.
I will keep trying doing it.
I
will keep
appreciate it,
trying.
Ethan. Yeah,
Mhm.
at this point I'm just running games for whoever's left. All right. So, moving southwest down the coast. Very well. The rate of movement is what we have to discuss next. So we are in the sea using rafts. Very primitive kind of vessel for these waters. Let's see. A raft, makeshift raft. Alright, so this raft is not really seaworthy, so it only can survive on the coast, I would say. If you were to take this out into the sea, it would more than likely just be washed back to shore. It would be very difficult to venture into the open waters with a smaller boat. So, let's see. Seaworthy vessels. Unseaworthy vessels. Alright. A makeshift raft can usually be used in rivers and lakes. Typically they can't survive the sea. So, let's see. I would say that as long as they stay along the coast, very close by the coast, they might be okay. Otherwise, we'll just be taken by the ocean or the sea, right? And won't have much control over where we end up. Let's see. Doesn't really say anything about restrictions. The vessel is described here. Okay, so let's say that our makeshift raft here does have a sail that allows for coastal water, so it's kind of a custom. It's not a normal raft. It's a sail raft, I guess. It's got a sail in it. I don't know exactly what you would call it. It's not a boat, but it's still a raft with a sail.
I would call it raft with a sail.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
it. Sailing raft. Okay. Well, let's say the speed is the same as a normal raft, but in the ocean. So that would be, let's see, miles per day. Sailing raft. About up to 12 miles in a day. That's an 8-hour shift. So after 8 hours, you will be able to accomplish 12 miles. Up to 12 miles. Every grid here is about 3 miles. So we'll say we'll spend half the day sailing down the coast looking for a new area to set foot in, and then we'll spend the other half of the day actually establishing a base. So the first 4 hours of the shift will be sailing and identifying the particular area on the coast that we want to establish a base in. Alright, so from here down the coast here, you can imagine you're sailing down the coast now, forest along the south side or along the shores of the water that you sail across or along. And of course you're headed west past that, but from here to here is about 2 miles. Again, we're doing 12 miles in one day. So I guess the rate of movement is about 12. So that'd be 12 divided by 8, I think. So that's, let's see, that's 4 over, or 5 over 4, that's 3 over 2. So it's about 1.5 miles per hour, I think. Yeah, so about 1.5 miles per hour is our rate of travel. So it would take us about 2 hours to get here. So from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we get to this part on the coast. And we're still not really too far out, so we'll keep going west. And we'll check for any encounters real quick during that period. Alright, nothing serious. From here westward for another 3 miles, looking for a new base to set hold in. We are sailing across the shore here. We notice that there's a forest here, so the captain debates whether or not we should set hold there. However, it's not very far off from the wolves, so it might not be that good of an idea, right? Maybe we should go a little further, unless you guys all agree that we should start, or we should just make a base in that forest. The first,
I think we should go a
little further.
Yeah, because the wolves, they find us again cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So we don't get to this part here until 2 hours. So at 12 p.m. we reach the end of this part of the coast. Still no signs of any encounters, fortunately. Nothing serious. We'll check for any large game as well, I suppose. Might as well. Yeah, no like whales or anything like that out there. Probably fish on the way. But moving down southwest now. So it's 12 p.m. currently, and he only wanted to sail for half the day. So it's already been half the day. It's 12 in the afternoon. So he's thinking we either make it to shore now and have half the day left to keep working, or spend the entire day just sailing and then kind of work during our off time. right?
Dungeon Master, you're on the player one, right? On the player one, because clearly we can see the spiders.
Oh yeah, that's old. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we catch fish?
Maybe, maybe we can just land here, and then try to get a little bit farther on foot.
Yep. You guys want to kick it here? Set on
Yeah.
camp this coast. All right.
Can we catch fish?
Yeah, you could if you have a fishing rod.
Does anyone have a spare fishing rod?
So most of the
Do
crew
the
doesn't have terribly much when it comes to fishing equipment. Some of the guys that are not adventurers are, of course, actually the majority of the guys are fishermen, right? They have their own fishing gear that they're currently using to fish on the way so they can sustain themselves for this particular day. The rest of you will have to trade for the fish that they hunted, right? Because while we're sailing, some of us are navigating, some of us are rowing, some of us are fishing, right? In exchange for their hard work, we pay them monies, right? It's a trade. You don't have to fish because you pay the money.
Would it be possible to fish with a spear? As
Yeah, when you're not rowing the raft, you could catch fish with a spear, right? In low tide waters, or in the shore where the water is shallow, you could possibly. But out here in the open waters, it's
Yeah.
impossible.
Let me see. I know people have hunt spears on it.
Yeah, whales and such, you probably need ropes and spears, right?
I think spears are also probably specialized. I probably can't just use a normal spear.
Yeah, normal spear. Yeah, you need a fishing spear like harpoons, lightweight, with hooks and barbs to pull the fish in.
Yeah. These look these birds.
All right, so yeah, half the day has passed. Half the crew thinks, or at least your half of the crew, Captain NESTAR's half of the crew thinks that we should row to shore. Does any of his men have any input, Mary or Jovem? Do you guys think we should keep going? You do agree with your captain?
I'm okay with
wait.
continuing to go. Actually, wait.
I think
No, we should go to shore.
Row to shore. Have 4 hours left of the
Yeah.
day to venture out into these new lands, territories, as we camp the position. Right.
Actually, yeah. Never mind. Go to the new position.
Keep going, or
I think we should keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Actually.
okay. So the men, NESTAR, your men at least, are mostly thinking about continuing down the coast. What do you think? Do you want to change your opinion?
Well, here's the thing. It's going to take the whole day to get down there. Personally, I think it would be faster to hit shore and then actually go on foot because we move faster.
Isn't the raft faster than foot?
Foot. What's our average speed when we're on foot?
We're all light people, I think, so we move at 3
3?
miles an hour, and we only go 1 mile an hour, like 1.5 an hour.
Actually, yeah. We should. Although, think about the risks and enemies.
Never know. It's still rare to find a monster.
Yeah, but I'm saying like wolves.
Yeah.
We can go on foot. Let's go on foot.
All right. So we've come to an agreement. Let's see what the other men think. Their reaction to the plan. They also agree. So, the entire crew begins making their way to the shore here to establish the foothold, our new base. So, we're probably going to set up our base here in this particular corner area between these 2 different grids, having partial control over 2 different grids if we take this corner. And then from here,
This area.
the majority of the crew will be taking the day to actually encamp the position, right? Unload the boats, prepare shelters, prepare food, the basic means of survival. When it comes to the adventurers, the captain will be tasking you out to secure the position, to make sure it's clear of any monsters, right? While the men, of course, set camp. So, NESTAR, you and your men will be in charge of, unless you decline the captain's orders,
Just
you'll be in
just
charge of
for
clearing out this area of monsters. Search and destroy
before
any
we
monsters.
do this, we probably should use I
Who's cast
have a
receiver?
copper left. Can I buy?
Is that one of us?
Hmm?
Is this one of us? Cast receiver?
I'm not seeing anyone. I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna deny
I don't
entry.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that say? Hold on, I'm trying to read it.
It was cast
Oh, I went away.
receiver. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either, and they're not in VC, so
Casper receiver?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm not gonna let you join the VC if you don't have proper name, because we don't want anyone messing around in here.
yeah, probably someone trying to mess around in here.
Okay. Alright, so
I accidentally just left. Oh no.
Land.
onto the shore,
And our
we
jump.
are establishing our newest base out here. So you gotta take part in the establishment of a new base camp. Upon arrival on these shores, the landscape is much the same as the last area, heavily forested. Your mission: search these forests for any signs of monsters, identify the monsters, attack them if they're hostile, clear out the land, and ensure its safety. Right. So, how do you want to begin? Do you want to just push inland? Do you want to observe from where you're at? How would you like to identify or find any signs of monsters?
Let's take this carefully and let's observe first.
Alright, so basic observation reveals that you're in a dense woodland and there are 0 to no signs so far of any monsters, at least along the shore. Right.
Then let's start pushing in.
Inland, would you like to go directly south, southwest, southeast, or east?
Let's.
Can we go? Ooh, actually, yeah. Southwest.
Southwest? So stick along the coast.
Yeah.
If you look down the coast, there's not much to see, just the coast. So that might have the fewest obvious signs of any monsters living out there, but who knows, you could find the tracks of a monster that might visit the coast in the sand, right?
Yeah.
So,
Might be a
but
terrible
yeah,
idea.
it's a very clear
Yeah.
and open area. Right.
Let's go along this coast.
The captain
Around
wants you
here.
to secure the perimeter as soon as possible, right? So you can task you with something else.
Yeah.
Ensure that the area around the camp will be safe, right? So to complete the job,
Yeah.
the southwest, the south, the southeast, and the east area around the camp needs to be cleared of monsters.
Yeah. So, let's do this. We go along the coast first. We circle around, and we come back. Essentially.
All in agreement? All on board? Mary and Jovem, you're the other crewmates.
Are they carrying the 2 squares?
I mean, that's a little overkill. If you want to do that, that's fine. He's more so just asking about this particular area, the perimeter of this particular area,
Really?
right, to be secured.
If we have more time, maybe we could, like, after we do our
Okay.
basic scouting job, we can just continue down here. Well, no, we have half the
I
day.
think
We've got 4 hours left.
I think we can
Yeah, let's just-
we can move further along.
So you want to push out further?
we only have,
You might
We
not be
only
able to
have
cover
4
all of
hours
it in 4 hours, right?
yeah. So probably smarter just to just do this, and then next day we can just finish it up.
Okay.
Okay. So
So you guys ready to set out southwest then? Down the coast?
Yep, southwest.
Searching for any signs of monsters.
Yeah.
Alright. You begin your movement southwest along the shores here. From here to here, moving down the coast, it's going to be normal movement speed of, see, your light footman, so 3 miles an hour. And this is about 4.5 miles. So, or about 4 miles, yeah. This is about 4 miles, we'll say.
takes an hour and 30 to get through all of it.
I kind of forgot how long this would be. If I get a ruler, typically that's 10. It still says 10, but I know the hypotenuse is usually a little bigger, right? So I think it's like we have 3 and 3 here. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 here is 9.
T is 4.2.
So this is
Yeah,
this is 18 square root of 18, right?
I'm gonna be perfect,
Yeah.
so it's just longer.
4.25.
Is it 4.25? Okay. So yeah, about 4.5 miles roughly then. So 4 to 4.5 miles. So this will take your crew, if we're moving at 3 miles an hour, I would say it's take your crew about 1.5 hours to accomplish out of the 4 hours you've got left in the day. Is that fine?
Yes, that's perfect flat.
Okay.
Then, do we see any signs of monsters?
So moving down the coast, we'll roll to see if you observe any signs of monsters. First roll we'll do is any wandering monsters. Any signs of wandering ones. This is per hour. Again, this is taking us 1.5. So
8, close.
okay, just a moment. I'm getting a work text. Be right back.
So, yeah. Move along here. And move along here, we go through here, and through here. Basically make a big circle, making sure this is all clear. I will say, Zaza, the risk is very low encountering monsters and wolves, unless we're in their square.
Yeah.
Because now, as we left here, they have this territory. They're probably just gonna eat the deers instead, as we're going to be over here.
Wait, not last time, but didn't we originally have a choice to help save the wolf? Or the deer?
Well, the thing we were going to do, we were going to kill the wolves, then we're going to push the deers back into our area.
Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody left.
Yeah, Mari.
Oh. Dang.
Me message her. See. Oh, it's back.
Did we move down?
DM's dealing with work texts right now, so. We're just going to do the basic stuff, and then.
Good morning, Corporal. Gentlemen, so I have to go forward for a bit. I'll be back later if you guys are still on. Sorry, I've got to work.
Yeah,
I'll be back in a bit.
I won't be.
All good. Yeah, we'll just wrap it up here then. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
Good night, bro.